So what if we've misunderstood the purpose of religion? What if religion was never meant to be primarily about defending doctrines, winning arguments, proving that we're right, or convincing others that our particular belief system is superior? What if religion was always meant to help us become a living vessel through which God could touch the world? When I look at the life of Jesus Christ, I don't see someone obsessed with proving that he had the right religion. What I see is someone moving through humanity, meeting people in their deepest places of need. The sick found healing, the broken found restoration, the fearful found courage, and the rejected found belonging. The hopeless found faith, the weary found rest. Wherever Jesus went, people encountered the living presence of God, meeting them where they were at. Jesus wasn't merely teaching concepts about God. He was demonstrating what it looks like when a human being becomes completely available to God. His life was a living invitation to become a vessel through which divine love, wisdom, healing, and truth could flow to the world. And I wonder if many of us, whether Christian, spiritual, religious, or otherwise, have drifted away from that very pure example. Too often I see that we've become more concerned with defending our language than embodying the reality that our language was meant to reveal. We become experts in doctrine, but beginners in compassion. We become skilled at identifying who's wrong while neglecting the suffering people that are standing right in front of us. It saddens me so much that I see that many of us have built entire identities just around being correct. We make an idol out of our theology, an idol out of our tradition, or an idol out of our spiritual vocabulary. And one of the biggest ones I see is that we often make an idol out of being right. Now, when that happens, our religion takes the place of God. The living God cannot be reduced to a set of words. Words are meant to point beyond themselves. Teachings are meant to point beyond themselves. Even Scripture is meant to lead us into relationship with the one that the Scriptures reveal. The map is not the destination, and the finger pointing to the moon is not the moon. We've all heard that before. Now, the question is not merely, what do I believe? The deeper question is, who am I becoming? Or am I becoming the kind of person through whom God can meet the needs of others? When people encounter me, do they encounter greater love, greater patience, greater kindness, greater wisdom, greater compassion, and greater hope? Do they leave feeling closer to God or simply more convinced of my position or their own position? Well, this is my appeal to spiritual leaders, to pastors, teachers, coaches, healers, and seekers everywhere. Can we please spend less energy trying to win people to our language and more energy becoming transparent to the presence of God? Let's become vessels instead of salespeople. Let's become servants instead of defenders of the right religion. And let's become portals through which divine love can flow into a world that's hurting so badly. The world does not need more religious arguments. It doesn't need more division, condemnation, or self-righteous certainty. The world needs more people through whom God can love, heal, encourage, strengthen, and restore. Now, if this message resonates with you at all, I'd love to invite you to a free 15-day journey called The Way of Pure Devotion. Each day you'll receive a short chapter designed to help you cultivate deeper intimacy with the living Christ, not merely as a belief, but as a new way of being, as a relationship that's alive. My prayer is that together we become people through whom God can touch humanity, that we become living expressions of divine love in a world that desperately needs it. So visit invincibleway.com/image and get access to the Way of Pure Devotion now. And let's be that portal through which God can shine clearly and reach the people in this world who so desperately need to be met with love.